Fred, it's the beginning of Euro 2012. England, 15-1.
Yeah, it's a big price, and I suppose it's a realistic price. So what I want to do, I want to give value to my punters. I think we are the biggest in the field. We're taking plenty of money, but not big money. It's 10s, 20s, 50s, and I like that sort of bet because it's giving all my punters some sort of value and a plenty of interest. And I've got to say, if I wasn't a bookmaker, heart on sleeve, I'd be back in England myself.
It's the biggest price I've ever been at the start of a tournament, 15-1 England. Now, Fred, just clear something up. If England were to win the Euro 2012, you would be paying out with a smile, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. You know, I can guarantee that if England win this competition, it will be a good loser for us, a big loser for us. But I'd be more than proud, and I'd love it to happen. And why? I like Roy Hodgson. I think he's got the makings of a very good manager. I rate the guy. I love Gary Neville. I think he's got the makings of a future manager. I think they've had a lot of criticism over the Rio Ferdinand stuff, which I think is a bit unfair. I think get behind England, get behind Hodgson, Neville, and I'm really looking forward to seeing England go all the way.
And having a bet on England in '66 got you on the way to business, didn't it?
It absolutely helped. I had probably the biggest bet in my life at the time. I had £200 on England at 8-1. It started me on the road to wherever it's got me.
So if England are not getting that well backed and are unfancied, who are getting supported this tournament?
Well, I would say when you say England not getting that well back, they are getting well back, but it's in small money. It's not one big bet.
So you're not getting knocked over. It's a patriotic tenors and 20s.
Yeah, and that is the sort of business that I love. I like everybody to have a share of it. But the big money is coming for Spain, because I'm biggest prize Spain at 3-1. I don't think anybody in the industry is 3-1 it. We're taking some massive bets. We took a few single bets yesterday that the stakes amounted to £30,000. So we are on our way with them. I don't fancy the Spanish. They bulled up how good they are, etc. But I think it's a knockout competition. You've always got a chance. I think I fancy my chances with Spain, and that's why I've gone 3-1.
A market I love is a golden boot, and it's quarter the odds each, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's a cracking bet. Who do you fancy for golden boot?
I think I've got a fancy Van Persie, because if I was a punter, and this is the head ruling now, I think I'd be back in Holland. And I think Van Persie could be a big part of that Holland bet. I fancy Holland, and my next fancy would be France if I had to, because I don't like backing favs. 3-1 Germany, 3-1 Spain. They're not my prices. And incidentally, I've got one punter who's had a £400 treble. City to win the Premiership, Chelsea to win the European Cup, all running on Germany for £90,000. He's back to at 4s, 8s, and I'm not sure what price Germany, but it's going up for 90 grand.
Yeah, he'll be certainly supporting Germany. Yeah. He's a punter in Greater Manchester. And obviously 31 matches, all at prime time. You love this kind of tournament, don't you? And you've got a cracking offer on first goal scorer punters, haven't you, for every game?
Absolutely. There's 31 games. I'll be watching and kicking the ball in virtually every one of them games myself. But we have a bet called Double Delight Hat-Trick Evan, and that is if you back a player to score the first goal in a game and he scores twice in that game at any time, scores the first goal, then any other time, let's say Van Persie was a 4-1 chance in one of the games, he scores the first goal, we pay out at 4-1. If he scores again, we pay out at 8-1. And if he should score a hat-trick, we pay out at 12-1. No other bookmaker does Double Delight Hat-Trick Evan. We've got a football coupon out for it. That is on every single Euro game.
And my final question, goals galore as well. The coupon's out for the tournament. And if you get 3 correct, it's 5-1.
Yeah, 2 years ago, I got massacred on goals galore. This year, I've had a fair time on it. Absolutely no complaints with goals galore. We've extended the odds on the Euro, and stick around and see what I'm going to do for you next season. I'm going to increase the odds on that.
So, as a final question, on the eve of this Euro 2012, as a bookmaker and an England fan, you're up for it?
Absolutely. As a bookmaker, I'm dying for it. It's going to be fantastic for us. And for an England fan, I'm going to shout England in.